I've been saying I was gonna lock in for years, and if I'm being honest, I haven't. 2026 isn't just another reset, it's my last excuse. Because if I don't do it now, at almost 30, then when? This year, I have to really lock in and achieve certain things in order for me to get to the next level. I don't want it to be like 2025. 2025 was probably one of the hardest years of my life. I've got the fattest ever. I didn't make as much money as I've ever made in my entire sales career, and I barely survived. And I want to fix all of that in 2026 because now coming into 2026, I'm finally in that position, but I'm not at the best start, just like everyone else. Right now, I'm about 200 pounds, around 30% body fat. That's not average, it's a little bit over average. Anything that's normal here in America. But the only reason I don't look average, like the average fat guy, is because I built muscle over the years. But I know when I take my shirt off. That's not discipline, that's just time. I've talked about health forever, I've trained, I've lifted, and I've never really gone all in. And if I want people to follow me, if I want to lead a team, if I want respect, it starts with me. So going into 2026, I'm trying to make this video for myself and for you guys to make goals and to show you guys by example of the person who you are and who you can become. So there's a couple of lessons or goals that I've set myself out for 2026 that I'm putting out in front of you in the beginning of the week of the first year to let you guys know where we're going in 2026. My first goal in 2026 is simple. Go from 30% body fat to 15%, nearly cutting the whole entire thing in half. I don't want to go down to like 12, 10%. Who knows once I get to 15% and how I look like, but I definitely have to get to 15%. 1 year, no gimmicks, no shortcuts. If I can do it starting from this here at 200 pounds, 30% body fat, which is almost like everyone in America, anyone watching this can. And I also don't want to celebrate my 29th birthday this year. This month on the 23rd, I turned 29. And I hate that. I don't want to celebrate my last year of my 20th because I really, really want to earn my 30th. I want to earn my 30th by looking the best I've ever looked and making the most amount of money I've ever made. Which leads me to how my year is gonna look like this whole entire time. This year isn't exciting. Same routine, same schedule, same calendar, no partying, no drinking, no distractions, 7 days a week, head down. I've noticed that I can go 5 days, 6 days out knocking doors, doing all that, being on my diet, doing everything that I have to do. Then come around Saturday, Sunday, I decide to go out on a Saturday night. I decide to slack off on a Saturday or not prepare for my Sunday. And I'll be on and off, right? On and off every single time. And I noticed a trend. When I didn't go out on Saturday and I worked by Saturday and I worked my Sunday, I was ahead of schedule. I had things planned out. I felt like I was ahead. I felt like I was winning. I felt like I was doing everything correctly. And the weekends that I wouldn't, the day that I wanted to say yes to a friend, yes to partying, yes to going out with the girl, yes to doing this and doing that, I felt like I was playing catch up all the freaking time. And that's why I was never getting to that next level. Like where I'm at now, the energy that I put out, the level of discipline that I have, it's better than most people, and you'll probably make it to 100, 200,000 easy, non-stop. I could continue living this lifestyle and I'll always make 100, 200,000. But that's not where I want to go. I want to be making 3, 4, $500 up to $1 million a year in profit, which is crazy. But I know people who are making it. I know what it takes, and boring is what it takes. Which leads me to the next lesson. Build real money, not just revenue. 2025 was chaotic. It was the craziest year of my entire life. I had to rebuild everything. I told you guys, if you guys have been following along in the vlogs, in the video, a year ago I left my roofing company. I was a sales guy for the last 7 years, going on my 8th year. And dude, I loved where I was at. But I knew there was a cap of how much money I can possibly make in that company. And I knew my next step was not being a sales manager, was basically owning a company, because I asked that company every single year, like, hey, what's the next goal? What's our next big thing? What are we trying to achieve? And there wasn't really much. So I knew that I had to leave and start my own thing. At that time, I decided to partner up with a friend of mine. Didn't work out. Just saw things differently. We parted ways evenly, and he kept everything and I had to start all over. At one point I told myself that I wanted to get my own contractor's license, and finally I applied earlier that year. The state is so slow to get people approved, and it wasn't until like October, when you guys saw that video, that I just took the first half, and now I got my second half of my contractor's test on January 5th, and I'll make a video so you guys can see whether I passed or not. But it took almost an entire year for me to get my own contractor's license. And through that entire year, I had to go be a sales guy for another company. Things didn't work out because they didn't have leads. I had to basically partner up with another person and still get cut on a percentage of the profits, and had to share all of that. And as long as I did the sales and marketing and all the back end stuff, like, I could get a 65%. And that was great. And you know, I learned a lot. And the funny thing was that I was able to pre-build everything so much quicker, so much faster, but it still took time. All the way until August, September. It wasn't until September, October that I finally felt that my only purpose was to do sales and marketing, which it should be. In the beginning, to just get to $1 million to $2 million, all you need to do is worry about sales and marketing, as long as you have your systems in place, which is CRM, books, and automations. You have all that in place, you have no problem getting to 1 to 2 million, which is why 2026 is going to be different. All I have to do is sell and market. That's it. Everything has been built. If I don't get to 2 million this year or 3 million this year, I messed up. I was lazy. I didn't go all in. I didn't reinvest everything. And that's the goal. The goal is to hit 2 million. And a stretch goal would be 3 million. All by myself. No sales guys, no nothing, just me. Pure hustle, pure sales, pure marketing, pure being a hunter. And I'm not talking about just revenue, right? Because like 2 million, 3 million, if it takes you 2 million to make 2 million, you broke even. Like all that stuff you see online, that's BS. I want healthy margins, 25 to 30% margins. I know my numbers, I know my costs, and that's what this whole entire year took for me. It's like learning your numbers. And maybe hit premium numbers like 40% with what I used to. But that's gonna take time. But 2 million, 3 million at 20, 30% margins, bro, that's real money. We're gonna start growing quickly after that. I just gotta make sure nothing breaks after that. But in order for me to grow past 2 million to 3 million to 5 million, even 10 million, I need a team, bro. I need a team, which leads me to the goal number 4, which is lead from the front. This year, I really, really want to get an office. I want to get an office. It doesn't have to be crazy or anything like that. It's just a simple office. I want to start separating the office from my personal life, and just, even though I'm going to be at the office almost 90% of the time, I want to build a sales team, which is meeting there. Build a sales team, and it starts with building a mini-me. This year I want to get an office and I want to get a mini-me. Someone that I can take under my wing like they did to me years ago, teach me everything that I know and start them off with just roofing, teach them how to knock on doors, teach them how to sell retail roofing, and teach them the mentality that it took me years to develop and give them the confidence and the lifestyle that I have. Because if I can do that for myself, I can do that for everyone and anyone, and that's what I wish for everyone. And on top of that, not only do I want to lead from the top, from like people in the office to my sales guys, I also want to go ahead and lead my installers, because I believe in my industry there's a lot of sales organizations that all they do is just sell roofing, sell and market roofing and construction and all this, and they don't care about the quality that goes in, and the person that gets hurt at the end of the day is the homeowner. And I'm tired of that stuff, and I'm tired of it. And I told you guys, this industry needs to be disrupted. I want to raise the standard. I want everyone to be top-notch quality, and that starts with me. So this year I'm committing myself to taking a real roofing school. I'm gonna go to roofing school pretty much 3 days out of the week for 4 hours a day. And that's why my schedule is gonna be crazy this year. I'm gonna actually learn how to do the work. Now, this doesn't mean I'm gonna go do roofing and actually start doing the work, because that's gonna slow down the progress of actually building a business. But I want to earn the respect of my workers. Be like, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to do it. And if I don't listen to him, he's gonna find somebody else. And I wanna build other leaders in those crews, because people don't realize that sales, like roofing installers, they can make really great money. You can build a career off just installing roofing if someone gives you work. And that's really what I want, is give my generation a reason to go into the trades and like give them an opportunity to be like, here bro, grow here, build here, we can grow really far here. Not because I need to learn roofing or anything like that, but because leaders go first. I want my crews, my sales guys, and everyone to know that I lead by example. I'm in debt right now, and I've said it for years in the videos. I've cleared it out, I've paid it back, and I cleared it out. I've been on and off with all this debt shit. But going into like 2 years ago, once I came back to a good company, I got into some debt because a contractor didn't pay me. And this ties into the reason why I do what I do and why I love what I do. There's a lot of bad contractors out there. I didn't get paid for over $30,000 in commissions. I have a contractor here in California that I'm currently suing for close to $10,000 in commissions that could have cleared out pretty much half of my debt. And then I lent money to some people this year, which was really bad on my part. It was over $20,000. Like, bro, I made some bad money mistakes this year, for the last couple 2 years, because I'm just freaking nice, bro. I'm just too nice, and I'm done being nice. I'm sorry, but with my money, I'm done being nice, bro. I'm done. I'm clearing out all that debt this year. Everything that I'm owed, it's gonna be gone. I have it tracked to be gone by 6 months into the year. So 2026 is all about cleaning all of that stuff up, because right now pretty much my ATMs just go into paying off that debt. That's it. If it wasn't for that, like if it wasn't for my ATM money, like I would be freaking in the red right now. So 2026 is about cleaning all of that up, so by the end of 2027 everything I touch is just cash flow, bro. At the end of 2027, if I do everything correctly, I am just printing money, and it's gonna be freaking a rocket ship from there. By the end of this year, I want to be unrecognizable. Physically, mentally, professionally. Not because I got lucky, but because I showed up every day. This isn't about motivation, this is structure. I'm saying this out loud, so I can't hide. If you're locking in this year too, stay close. This channel, like I said, is not about hype. It's about building real people, documenting the entire journey from like nothing to restarting and doing everything, and actually showing you guys. I've been as transparent as I possibly can. I don't do this for views, bro. Like, I know a lot of content creators that don't do any of this stuff for views. I just want to help people out. And for me personally, I told you guys, like, all I want to do is get to my 50, 60-year-old self and press play on YouTube and be like, that was Chris, like, when he was freaking 20 something years old until he was freaking my age, and everything that I did. So, coming into the 2026, I got you guys with more vlogs, more videos, more cool shit, more behind the scenes, more everything, guys. I'm doubling down on all of this stuff to make sure that we get there all together. I hope you guys are ready. 2026 is gonna go crazy. I'll see you guys in the next one.